She's Hannah,
She's Amanda.
and we are.
Better with us. Today is August 5th, and our history of today is in 2011, Yingluck Shinawatra became the first woman prime minister of Thailand. Then, in 1963, the US, the Soviet Union, and the UK signed the Nuclear Test Ban Treaty in Moscow. And then in 1926, Houdini stayed in an underwater airtight coffin for 90 minutes. And then in 1100, Henry I was crowned King of England on this day in history,
That's wild.
right? The Houdini
Like
one
90
surprised me.
minutes?
Yeah, 90 minutes. He beat someone else for that. So like someone else was close to that and then he beat it. Like how wild is that?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
90 minutes? Can you imagine 90 minutes alone in your own head underwater?
no.
I would.
Like I literally, probably 3 minutes in, would have had such a bad anxiety attack that I probably would have.
Right. I wouldn't be coming up. And I wouldn't have drowned.
Yeah.
I probably would have just been like, nope, I'm done. I'm good. I've lived enough.
All right, Hannah. Since you did some history, I'm gonna do some horoscopes. Okay.
Sounds fantastic.
Aquarius. You may feel a bit short on inspiration today. Don't be discouraged. Start whatever project is in question, even if your thoughts are elsewhere. During the course of the bad work, you may chum out at first. Your muse gently alights on your shoulder. It sometimes takes a little discipline to lead to delicious rewards.
Okay, I like that. I like that one.
Leo. Mm. You've been on a wild ride for several months. All that excitement in your personal life and career, if major changes for the better haven't yet occurred, know that they will. A promotion is in order, most likely accompanied by a raise. Don't act so surprised. You've had this coming for a long time. Celebrate tonight with someone dear to your heart. Who will we celebrate with PlayStation? Sit down. Aries.
Andrew.
Today you may be inspired to have a little fun with your looks. You may wish to change your haircut or experiment with different colors or styles of clothing. It would be fun to get out of your routine, even if it just means donning funky sunglasses or bright Hawaiian patterns. You will feel lighter and more flirtatious.
Flirtatious. Sir.
Has he been flirting with you today?
Not no. Well, I mean,
All
no
them
more than normal.
pictures. He was flirting.
That's true. That's true. You're not wrong.
Sagittarius. You finally begin to feel like you're making progress. You're intent on completing some projects that have long been in the works. After many hours of concentration and focus, you make the last adjustments and proclaim it finished. You can expect to be rewarded for your efforts. Your skills are extraordinary. You can enjoy a real sense of satisfaction. Celebrate a little. Do you have a song for the day, Hannah?
I do. It is Over My Head by The Fray from 2005.
I'll tell you, I love them.
Let me see if I can
Well,
bring it up. I'll see how. microphone. Hang on. I won't put the video and it's on YouTube. Don't worry.
Mm-mm. That always makes for some good behind the scenes, though.
True. Do you hear it? Goes on in over my head, over my head. It's just sucking all the time. She's on the she's
Hannah,
on
it stopped. It's like it's too muffled. It was at first, and then you started getting into it, and we couldn't hear it no more. I guess you had it too close. Or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And so, do you have a
Okay,
joke?
I do. I like this one a lot. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle?
What?
A tire. I love
Let me tell you, it's like a corny little dad joke.
you know.
All of your jokes are.
I know.
It's
I
so
love him.
cute.
I love him.
Okay.
Okay. Amanda, do you have a movie of the day?
I do. And you best believe I'm watching it tonight.
Hang on.
Final Destination Bloodlines 2K25. It's on HBO Max. Your girl is got to see it today. Okay? Tonight. After we record this, I'm gonna watch it. I am.
Oh,
I
it's
am.
good. It's good. It's
You
real
watched it
good.
already?
I did, yeah.
Canceled. You watched it today?
No, not today. I watched it like a couple weeks ago.
Cody said canceled. He don't even know what's going on. Mm.
You'll be surprised. It's there are some new destinations in it, if you will.
Okay. It's gonna be a little bit of dark humor. Am I gonna need to hold the roof up?
What? What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You know, when this movie premiered in the theaters,
Ah, I forgot about that.
so
Oh,
do I need to be like this at all times? No.
maybe,
All right.
maybe.
For self-love encouragement, how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. You deserve love and affection and be your own best friend.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. But all right, would you like to get into some Reddit stories?
Just about to ask you the same thing.
Would you
Okay,
like to read yours first?
I will.
Hey,
My daughter thinks she's entitled to my retirement money. I, 55 female, have been a single mom most of my life. I worked multiple jobs, sacrificed vacations, and skipped luxuries just to give my daughter, now 26 female, a decent life. She had everything she needed growing up: private school, a used car at 18, even partial support through college. I never asked for much in return, just for her to be responsible and independent. Lately, she's been pressuring me about my retirement savings. She found out I have been aggressively saving for the past 10 years so I can retire early and travel. Maybe finally enjoy my life a little. Her response: "You should use that money to help me get a house." I told her kindly but firmly that I have already done my job as a parent. I'm not rich, I just planned well. And honestly, I deserve some peace. She snapped and said, "So you're just going to be selfish now, after everything I went through growing up?" I told her, I'm the one who went through hell to raise her with stability. Now, she's been giving me the cold shoulder and telling other relatives that I'm hoarding money while she struggles with rent. Let it out.
So, okay. The woman does not state anywhere that she's a millionaire, billionaire, nothing, just that she's been aggressively saving, right?
Right.
So, like, what do you mean hoarding money? First of all, right? Second of all, she said something about my life growing up was hell or whatever she said.
After
What do
everything
you
I went through growing up.
Yeah. Okay, so like what do you mean? Like obviously some things were left out, I'm sure. Like I'm sure there were rough times somewhere.
Right.
But also it's like your mom put you through private school. She got you a
Mm-hmm.
car. Like you were supported.
Partial support through college.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like it doesn't seem like she had the struggles of what you think a single mom would have, right?
Right.
Seems like she had struggles in other ways, which valid, but also just because you think you had a bad childhood does not make you entitled to your mother's fucking money.
Right.
Like what? What do you mean? She put you at least somewhat through college. Figure your own shit out. What are your thoughts?
I think I think that she doesn't owe her a penny. Period. Like, if she wanted, you know, to help her daughter buy a house, whether it was just giving her the down payment, whatever, that's one thing. But once your kids are grown, they're not they're not your responsibility. That doesn't mean that you can't be there for them. That doesn't mean that you can't help them, but they're not your responsibility. So for her to act entitled, this is something that she had to have for school, or this was, you know what I mean? Like, you're not a kid anymore. You're 26 years old.
Exactly. Like,
And if you're, how do you go? So you want her to help you get a house. You're struggling with rent. Did you ever ask to just move back home,
I mean, yeah, that would be might be a good question to ask.
or ask if, because I don't know the mom's living situation. I don't know if she has bought her house or whatever, but depending on the situation, did you ask if you could just stay there and pay bills there while she travels?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Really?
I
Yeah.
mean, depending on the housing situation, maybe that,
Right.
like, I don't know, because you get the gist of it, but at the end of the day, she's not entitled to her retirement money. No, like that's what it's for, is for her to retire. If she gives you her retirement money, what is she supposed to live with? Is she supposed to move in that house with you and you take care of her?
'Cause that'd be a whole other issue, I'm sure.
Right. Like, no. Not
Mm,
not my retirement. That's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. Like, I could see, obviously, like I said, if she wanted to help her, whatever. Or like if she wanted to help her and she was gonna pay it back, and I'm not talking about pay it back. I'm talking about like actually pay it back. That'd be one thing.
Mhm.
So
We getting some water bug action.
yeah, he's on the other side of the room, but I got it. I'm ready. Play me. But no, she's not entitled to her retirement money. That's just that don't even the. I mean, what does 1 + 1 = 3 now? Like what?
Right.
No, no.
It'd be one
That would
thing.
be that would be like asking, in a sense, would be like asking, hey, you graduated college now. Can I have your first paycheck when you
Right.
get a job?
Right. It's one thing if she's like, hey, whenever, your will comes into effect, where is that money going? Just to kind of be like, I mean, yeah, it's a shitty thing to ask, but also it's something kids probably should know, just to kind of like be prepared so that they don't have to go with these people and be like, hey, so are we splitting this? What are we doing? Right.
Right.
But to just
Well, I
flat
mean,
out
it
be
does
like,
it does sound like she was an only child. So if
yeah,
she had to split it with anybody, do you have a Reddit story, or do you have any more thoughts on this one?
I got all my thoughts out on this one. I do have a Reddit story.
Okay.
It's titled, Am I the asshole for picking a restaurant for my birthday dinner that did not meet the needs and requirements of my dad's wife and her son? My dad got married to Kathleen when I, 22 male, was 15. Kathleen has two kids, a daughter I never met. I think she's in her late 20s or early 30s, and then she has her son, Benjamin, 18 male. Benjamin is allergic to peanuts and shellfish. On top of that, him and Kathleen are very picky eaters. His diet when I lived there consisted of pizza, fries, burgers, and beef and cheese tacos. He didn't eat fruits or vegetables. He didn't eat any meat except for beef. He'd eat chocolate and ice cream and stuff though. And he he was so bad at checking labels. He had a few he had a few allergic reactions while we lived together. One time he had to be rushed to the hospital and spent a week in because he had such a bad reaction. Kathleen's super picky too. I can't remember all the stuff she wouldn't eat, but it included any kind of fish, any kind of potato, rice, pasta, bread, and stuff like that. This left us in a really weird position when my dad wanted to order takeout or take us out to eat. He had a couple of fast food places where Kathleen ordered salad and Benjamin ordered pizza and burgers usually. The food was never great, but could have been worse. I think the part that sucked was every time we ordered out for my birthday or went out for my birthday, it was one of the two places we had. Even a taco place was out unless they remove all the veggies and extras except for the meat and cheese. And some places still put gross shit, to quote Benjamin, on them when they did seemingly comply. Anytime they still want to do a family meal out, they expect us all to go to their chosen fast food places that work for Benjamin and Kathleen, and I'm tired of dealing with them. They're insufferable about how others eat too, so I never go. A few weeks ago, I had a birthday dinner with my girlfriend and some family and friends. Dad wanted to come and he expected Kathleen and Benjamin to be invited too. I told him that was okay if they'd eat where I had chosen. I got an email from Kathleen and calls from Dad where I was told my restaurant of choice did not meet the needs and requirements of Benjamin and Kathleen. And would me and the rest of the guests travel out of state to go for a dinner for my birthday so we could go to one of Benjamin and Kathleen's choices? My answer was no, and I told my dad he could still come, but I was not changing where I was having my birthday dinner. Kathleen sent another email asking why I was being so hostile like her daughter, and I should care about my family's health and interests. Dad and Kathleen were more upset to learn some of Dad's side flew out to join us for dinner when they typically won't accept plans from them to eat out. So now I'm facing more of their anger for my choice of restaurant. Am I the asshole? Thoughts?
No, like it's my birthday. If I want to eat somewhere, I'm gonna eat somewhere. If you don't want to eat there, then just don't come. But on the allergic side of things, I could wholeheartedly understand if the restaurant was such an allergic problem that there was nothing that the kid could eat. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
whatever. But if there's just, a couple of things the kid needs to stay away from or whatever, to an extent, the where she said that she wasn't accommodating for their interests, you're not really accommodating for hers either when it comes to her birthday. Like, there's plenty of people who go out to eat with people for their birthdays or for whatever and just get a drink. They eat before or something. Like I said, on the allergic side of things, I could understand if the entire restaurant was a no-go for that person.
Right.
To me, that is a little bit disrespectful. But if it's not the case and there are stuff on the menu that person can eat, then stay away from what you know you're allergic to. I don't know what to tell you. Plenty of people do that.
Yeah.
Like, and if you don't want to risk it, then eat before and just get something to drink. Or, I mean, don't go. I don't know. Like, I'm not changing my birthday. And the reason why the family flew out for it and wouldn't come to none of yours is because they probably didn't want to eat the same things over and over again, especially if they were nasty. Like, um, like people, that sounds like these two Reddit stories was too much entitlement.
Yes. Yes. So much. Like, what do you mean somebody has to change their dinner plans for their birthday to somewhere out of state so that your stepmother can have the restaurant she wants? Like, I'm gonna tell
I'm
you
a
right now.
picky eater. I'm a picky eater. I don't like Mexican food.
Right.
I don't. But when we go to a Mexican restaurant, you know what I do? I eat the chips and dip because I like chips and dip, and then I'll get some chicken tenders and French fries.
Exactly.
Or if by chance they don't have chicken tenders and French fries, then I'll just eat chips and dip. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
Uh, Oh yeah. It's like I will tell you right now, if I'm invited to a restaurant for someone's birthday, as long as it's not something I'm allergic to, I would fucking find something on that menu to eat. I don't
yes,
care. Like, I don't care if it's a burger, you know? I don't care. I will find something. I'm
The
not
way you
gonna
said
go.
that was kind of offensive. I like burgers a lot. They're my favorite. The way you said that was a little offensive.
Well,
Like,
I was thinking like if it's a Mexican restaurant, you know what I mean? And if say
yeah,
I don't like the menu, I'll go and get a burger at a Mexican restaurant. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
if that's what it takes for me to have dinner with someone for their birthday, I'll do that.
yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? It just feels very like they are, to me, it feels like they are being very babyish to her son because here's the thing. He had so many allergic reactions because he didn't read labels that like he had to stay in the hospital for a week. So like to me that says that this is strictly based on pickiness, which I understand. You don't have to like anything, right? I'm not going to make you like something, but you not liking something and you being allergic to something are two completely different things. You know what I mean?
yep,
It'd be one thing if he was like, "Hey, come to this peanut butter and jelly sandwich restaurant with us," right?
yep.
That's not what he's saying. You know what I mean? He's saying, "Come to dinner at this restaurant that I found that I like," right? Like to me it's just like they're it seems to me that they are being inconvenienced because they don't get to have their choice.
Yeah, that's like saying a kid wants to have their birthday party at this specific place, and all the guests are like, or some of the guests are like, well, we don't want to go there, so change the party of the location of the party.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm sorry that you don't.
Don't
So
come.
do it differently on your birthday.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, you know?
Like like I said, it's like her interest wasn't being taken in because she was interested in going to this restaurant for her birthday. So I don't know.
And
I
I will
don't know.
say, from the sounds of it, I had to fly in to come for his birthday dinner. So, like, I'm assuming that
Are we
they're
talk wait,
staying some
is the person we're talking about a guy or a girl? Because you keep saying he and I keep saying she.
22 male.
Okay.
I
I
didn't even
bet.
notice.
I
Mm,
guess I was still thinking about the other story.
you're good.
But yeah, like at that point, don't be surprised when you're never invited to anything again.
Yeah, honestly.
And I would be like, well, there's going to be nothing for them to eat,
Yeah.
so don't want to, put them out.
Mm, I, like,
Like I said, I understand. We're in agreement. We understand about the allergic things. Okay, get that. We get that. But I'm picky. Do you know how many onions I've had to pick off of stuff? But I mean, if I want some of it and there's onions in it, then I'm gonna do it. Now, that's not to say that people like our family and stuff, they are considerate of the fact that we don't like onions. So they will make us like uh put us some to the side before they put onions in it. Or like so we have some family gatherings where like they make both.
yes.
You know what I mean? But like even then, like even if they didn't, I would either choose not to eat it. I'm probably gonna make a slick comment like, oh, and you know what I mean. I'm probably going to, but that's just like it's just what you do. But I'm either going to eat it and pick out the onions, or I'm just not gonna eat it. Like
Yeah.
majority of people like onions. I don't know why y'all are weird, but you know what I mean. Y'all do. Can't help that. But I don't know.
Goodness,
It's too much of a time.
woman.
Like I don't. Okay, I don't eat nuts on stuff.
Okay.
So like
Valid.
cakes that have pecans and all that stuff, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I
I'm
get
not.
that.
I'll have to pick them off. So like I'll either pick them off. I won't eat it.
Right.
Like I don't like nuts in stuff at all. Like candy
Right.
bars, nothing. Like I like them by themselves, but with stuff, it's weird to me.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So basically what you're saying is you're not offended if something that you don't like ends up in like something at a restaurant or something somebody made you because it happens. Some people may not know,
I mean,
right?
knowing me, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm offended. I'm gonna make a jokey joke. I'm going
Right.
to.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna genuinely be
No.
offended.
No. Like
Like that's
it's
just
right.
because
Like you're
other
not
people
gonna
do like it.
right.
I mean, I can't help they're gross, but like, I mean, if they want to eat it, you know what I'm saying? They can eat it. I don't know. That's just too much for me. I don't like entitlement either. Entitlement and cocky is probably like same thing to
Yes.
me.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I have to agree. Like entitlement and cocky to me are just about the same thing. Because if you think about it, cocky is basically just I got what I wanted, whereas entitlement is I deserve what I want, right? You know what I mean? Like I it's in the same vein, you know. But any more thoughts?
Go to that restaurant
Right.
and turn up.
Go. Go, sir. Have a good birthday.
That's insane.
Mm. Did you want me to read the
Also,
rest?
also, people are just like way too easily offended.
Yeah.
Way too easily. Like some things, yes, genuinely are offensive.
Yes.
But some things, it's just not. Like it's just not. You're just a crybaby. I don't know. Like
It seems like it.
like I also don't like it when people are like not when they're joking, but like when they genuinely be like, and you didn't invite us. I don't, do you have to be invited to everything?
Like not everything is meant for you, you know?
Right.
Kind of like not everything is about you and also not everything is for you, you know?
Yep.
That's I feel like that's good for that story. Um, but would you like to move on to the next one?
I do.
It is titled, Am I the Asshole for Letting Daycare Call CPS when my soon to be ex-husband failed to pick up our toddler from daycare? We're in a trial separation. He wants half custody. It's been several months, and it was the eighth time daycare has called me because he was unable to pick up our toddler. Sometimes he was just a no show, and the daycare would call me because it's already been half an hour since their office closed time. Every time, the daycare is pissed at me for making them stay over, and we're charged $2 per minute for being late. They threaten to call authorities and CPS if we keep doing this. I tried to explain the problem, but daycare doesn't care, as they shouldn't. That's in the post. I didn't say that. That's in the post. Well, last week it happened again, and I told daycare to go ahead and call authorities and CPS. My soon to be ex husband showed up an hour late and met our toddler there with the cops. Daycare also threatened to kick our toddler out. Again, understandably so. My soon to be ex husband was so mad and said I was a cruel mother for abandoning our toddler. I told him I warned him multiple times in the past, and issues only arise when he has custody. We switch him each week, trialing house swap too. I told him repeatedly if he cannot get out of work reliably, he needs to hire a babysitter or nanny, and he cannot rely on me as his primary backup. I'd get it if it was like once or twice a year, or if a babysitter or nanny plans fell through, but I'm his ex wife and he has custody. He shouldn't depend on me as his primary backup. And I also felt bad about leaving our toddler, but if we separated, this would only keep happening, and it felt short-term pain might be worth long-term gain. I feel bad our toddler is caught in the middle, but was I the asshole for letting daycare call CPS? Relevant details. We're both high-paying jobs, but I intentionally do not schedule myself to work late on days I have him or I have a nanny or babysitter ready. Now, with the trial separation, I have cut down to half time. I work half days on the days I have our toddler so I can spend time with him, and work long days on days I'm child free. He has made no changes to his schedule. Thoughts?
I completely understand feeling bad for the child. And as a mom, like, I'm sure she felt like she abandoned her child. But I don't think she is. Because
Mm,
at some point, like, either he's responsible enough to take care of the child or he ain't. And before it gets too hectic and something worse happened versus him just being left at daycare, like, not saying that that's okay either, but like, that's probably the safest thing that could have happened. So, I mean, no, like, it's a custody issue. Like, it needs to be noted when he's not doing what he's supposed to. And sometimes it sucks, but I mean, I can't right off the top of my head right now think of any other way for her to have that documented as far as like with authorities or something. Like,
yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Okay. So for me, yes, understand feeling bad that the toddler's in the middle. But here's the thing. If, let's just say, as an example, let's say mom died, isn't around anymore, right? Is he gonna do that then? Like, how is that an option to him? How is it an option for him to just say, it's fine, I'll be an hour late to pick up my kid? How is that an option? He needs consequences for his choices. He's an adult. She should not have to pick up after him.
making accommodations to fit what the child needs.
Yep.
You know how many you know how many parents can't take jobs because the work schedule doesn't fit their child's schedule.
Exactly.
And if that job isn't willing to accommodate that, and if you can't afford to not work that job, then get the nanny, get the babysitter, get whatever.
Yep.
Gotta work it
Or
out somehow.
I mean, there's also, I'm sure in some areas there may be options for later daycares also. I know
Right.
here there are options for like daycares or preschools to take the kids to another area, another like they'll take them to the Y whenever the day's over in case the parents have to work late or whatever. So they'll take them to the Y, right? They may have it there. He just needs to look into it and he's not.
Yeah.
He's just expecting everyone else to clean up his mess.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm glad she let daycare call CPS and authorities because maybe then he'll realize it. Maybe then he'll realize, hey, I'm a fucking adult and I have a kid and I had to take care of him on my time. There is an update though, if you would like to hear it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. Update. Not too much of an update. but all but after talking to our lawyers and mediators, it was decided I'll be moving back to our old home with our toddler in another state and resume my old job. We moved less than a year ago for his career. I will have primary custody. He has proven he cannot handle custody. We have agreed on an amount of child support, approximately 4,000 a month. He'll keep our current house once we leave and take on the mortgage. I'll keep our old home after the tenants move out. We're set to move back in 2 months. His lawyer advised him to accept these terms because I have clear documentation of him failing to fulfill his parental obligations, evidence that suggests alienation and career sabotage, and he's lucky I'm not seeking compensation for that. To answer some questions, I did not call CPS. The daycare called the cops, not CPS. I was scheduled to work on the weeks he was supposed to pick up our toddler. I did choose to not scramble to cover him. I did choose to not scramble to cover to pick him up as I was already in trouble for spontaneously leaving every 2 weeks on his week to cover him. In addition, getting coverage would take 30 minutes plus and then another 30 minutes to get to his daycare. Yes, I could have problem solved and asked my friend to pick up, but I did not. Yes, the daycare knew about the trial separation and knew it was Dad's day, but since he wasn't coming, they called me. My old job still has needs, so I'll resume there. Most days are 7 to 3, but there will be some 12 to 24-hour shifts in which I'll have an au pair. We used to have one, and I'll have family around, my mom and siblings. We had moved away from my family, so my mom can help me with occasional pickups if needed.
Good.
Yeah, I think that worked out in the best case scenario. Absolutely. Yeah.
She said 4 grand a month for child support
Four
for,
grand a month
for, for one
for one
child.
kid. I mean, shit, if you're not gonna be doing shit for your kid, you know,
Oh, 100%. That's just
it's a
that's
lot.
just a lot of money for one child.
It is a lot of money. I agree. I mean,
Like that could cover all my stuff for a whole month and then some.
mhm,
Mm-mm-mm.
mhm.
But that was like part of my point. Like if like $4,000, like that you got to be making a lot for your child support for one child to be 4 grand.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
So it said that she has primary custody. I wonder like what type of kind of like does he have like supervised visitation?
I mean, I don't think it explicitly says. Let me see. She's moving back to their old home in another state. She has primary custody. He's proven he cannot handle custody. We have agreed on child support. Yeah, I'm gonna say he probably doesn't have any. Like maybe some kind of legal rights, but like other than
Yeah,
that,
we could sometimes. I mean, I don't know how you feel about this because this kind of adds to it. But sometimes, if ever we just like have like a little miniature conversation we want to have about something, even if it's just like 20, 30 minutes,
yeah,
we could film that and then post a mini episode.
yeah, I think that'd be cool. Shit's kind of creepy.
But
My
I
TV.
guess, probably not going. It's already 11 o'clock. That girl got school in the morning.
Not at all.
Yeah. So,
That's pretty
and
good,
guess
yeah.
what?
Huh.
I ate the broccoli and cheese casserole.
Did you? Was it good?
I try not to eat like the cheesiest parts of it though. But yeah, it was good. I don't like being mad. I really don't like being mad. I get angry a lot, but I really don't like being mad.
No.
I don't like it. Life is too much to enjoy. Like there really is. And like I promise, I know when it's dark and it's rough that you don't see the light, but it is there. It is
Yeah.
there. And sometimes nobody's gonna bring you out of it. You have to do it yourself. You gotta do it yourself.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Amanda, and we are
Better with us. You can't pour from an empty cup.
so refill it every day.